I love this kid. This kid is a video creator that I watch whenever I need to be cheered up.
This is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome.
Like, if it ever turned out that aliens were real, I would 100% believe that this kid is an alien, and he's just been living among humanity for a few years now, reviewing our fast food because he legitimately finds it interesting.
Come one and all to this newest edition of the Running on Empty Food Review series.
He has such fancy taste in suits, too.
Thanks for checking in. So, you ever wake up one of those days?
Just one of those days.
Your alarm just goes off. You're just opening your eyes. And the first thing that you think, the very first thought of the day that enters your mind, God, I hate pizza crusts. I wish we could live in a world where pizza crusts never existed. Oh, I know. There's a lot of us out there that think that.
You're not ours.
Papa John's knows that too. Alright, honestly, I'm not one of those people, but I would just have to assume that there are people like that out there.
Those Nazis.
And if you are one of those people, then this is right up your alley. Because Papa John's, they understand. So they have you in mind when they released their new Papa Bowls. Okay? They describe this as crustless pizza. So those crusts, forget about them. They're never going to be in your life again, provided you only eat the Papa Bowls from Papa John's from now on.
He's like so proper.
These as pizza toppings in a bowl, and there's 3 different types. And the one that's gotten the most interest is the Italian meat trio. So here's what it is. You've got a plastic...
That sounds like the Super Hornio brothers.
...bowl, and inside of the bowl is pepperoni, sausage, meatballs, green peppers, onions, tomato...
They sound like System of a Down lyrics.
...and pizza, and Alfredo sauce, along with cheese, and Italian seasoning. And they say, all right, you've got it now in a bowl.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, Papa John's can do pretty good pizza. It's my preferred pizza. But when they do, like, specialty stuff like this, they tend to fuck it up. Wendy's... Oof.
So
I don't even know that I want to go there.
This is what pizza is going to be now. No more of that pesky crust to ever worry about. Price for this is $8 for one Papa Bowl, they say. And it should note that one of these Papa Bowls has 880 calories in it.
Oof. Well, steep.
So, when I was researching these, I noticed immediately that there has been an extraordinary amount of division directed toward these items online. And so far, just to tell it like it is, the reactions toward these items have been overwhelmingly negative.
You can hold anything you want.
Now, I'm going to go into this with an open mind, and we're going to see. But that just needs to be said right off the bat. I'll tell you one thing that confuses me a little bit about this, and then we're just going to get right into it. I'll show you the product, try it out, and we're just going to honestly assess this and see if it's any good or not. The thing that confuses me is they describe this again as crustless pizza in a bowl. So obviously there's going to be no pizza crust. But the thing that I have difficulty discerning, is there any sort of base to the pizza, right? So is there still going to be dough at the bottom, or is it just the sauce and the toppings with no pizza dough involved whatsoever, no sort of bread, none of that, and it's just the toppings in a plastic feeding dish? And I have no idea. I've looked, it seems like, I don't know, some people get certain things. So that's one thing that I'm heard.
I do actually remember that they did have a shortage of Popeyes and KFC had a chicken shortage. I think because they came from the same supplier, right?
Definitely curious about. So anyway, I think I mentioned price for this $8, and it's got again 880 calories. And I mention that because some people are looking at this and they think, oh, maybe this is like a a health-conscious item, and it doesn't seem to me like that's how it's being marketed. But again, we'll find out, and I want to find out, is there any dough or base or any of that involved at all? So we're going to find out. All right, they put it in this box right here, and inside the box, they give you cutlery, because you have to eat it with cutlery, so they give you a little plastic knife and fork, which is good, it's convenient. And then inside the box is another box. I guess
it's amazing what people post when they don't know you're in their virtual account.
I guess I'll just eat it like this.
It's amazing what they think they can get away with.
I have a plate and everything right here, but I think I'll just eat it out of the dish.
When he looks like Dutch Schultz turned a new leaf and became a food reviewer.
It's still really hot. This thing stays warm quite a bit. So it comes in that, and then you slide it out, and let's take a look.
That just didn't really look great.
The Papa Bowl.
There's a thumbnail for you.
It is what it is. It's a plastic dish with...
That just looks gross.
From what I can discern, I don't think there's any base, but you can see the pepperoni.
It just looks like you threw all the essential components for a pizza and then just said, fuck it, bake it. That's gross. That's all like congealed on the side of the plastic. That's gross. It looks so greasy and wet.
You know, I don't know. Look, I don't want to judge a book by its cover. Right?
I do. But it looks like frozen lasagna, yeah.
Saying that, it might be delicious. It might be quite good. Based on what I see...
I like his tablecloth.
And based on what I smell, because it's very potent in terms of the scent.
Very pungent.
It doesn't smell good at all. I'll say that. It smells...
it's very pungent.
It smells bad. I'll tell you that right now.
Burns the nostrils.
It's not an appetizing... I would describe it more as an odor as opposed to a scent. And looking at it... All right, fine. You know, I'm just going to get it out of my system, and I'm just going to say it. Just based on what I see, I imagine this being like slop that's poured into a feeding trough, and you have like a bunch of hogs lined up, and they're all just eating it. That's just the imagery. When I look down and I see this, and the sense that this emanates as well, which, like I said, is not good, not pleasant. Certainly not something that you really, that would really get your appetite worked up. I can't help but have that imagery. Either way, sure, it doesn't look that good, and it doesn't smell that good, but maybe it tastes good. So we will find out. We're just going to try it out. I'll let you know what it tastes like. Definitely need a knife and fork to consume it, so have it right here. Lately, I've been editing out the eating segments, but I think it's important to discern how easy it is to consume this, so I'm just going to keep this all in. And let's try it out. Can't judge a book by its cover, right? So let's try it out. What is
that guy's name? David Byrne from Talking Heads? That's what he kind of reminds me of, especially with the suit.
What is this one? The Italian meat trio Papa Bowl from Papa John's going in.
It just looks like fucking gross slop. Nom, nom, nom. Nom, nom. This is like the awkward silence I love about this. What the fuck?
Pretending to feed you.
Why?
Also, while just giving a close-up.
What the fuck? And you may find yourself in a shotgun shack with this pizza snack. letting the crust go by. This pizza really looks gross. And you may ask yourself, why does that look so gross? I got a pizza that's better than that. I legitimately like the band. If you couldn't tell. It is. It's so awkward, but that's what makes it wholesome. He looks like a character that would be in Twin Peaks.
So, here's what I can discern from... All right, here's what I can...
And this is still what he would do if he was in Twin Peaks.
There is definitely not any sort of base. So, at least what I got, there is no dough or any of that involved whatsoever. These are just... They took the sauce and the toppings and dumped it into a plastic bowl, and that's what it is.
That's gross. It's like, well, then what makes it... It looks like it's made out of dough, though. So what the fuck is that?
So, you can see...
Feed me!
Close up. That's what it kind of looks like.
Oh, that's so fucking nasty. Like, it's...
kind of eating it. That's the cross-section. And, I understand if you have some serious, let's say, health concerns, and you just can't eat any of the pizza whatsoever, and you can't have any sort of bread or dough or any
already
of that,
whoring yourself out, I see.
that's the one circumstance where I can understand that this might be one of those cases where if you look at it that way, all right, something is perhaps better than nothing. So that is the only circumstance that I could understand someone really willingly eating this. In any other circumstance, I cannot find any justifiable reason for getting this. And I am very thankful that along with this, I also ordered a pizza. Because
I want something good.
This thing is going right in the trash after the camera goes off.